Sister Robin, Leilani, hi. She was telling me about a little aggravation in her inner thigh, groin. So this will be a short yin and therapy or restorative class to maybe give some relief to that area via the hips and legs, just a couple things, rather than going directly into the area that might be a little aggravated. So we'll lay down and knock our knees in, just gently, hands somewhere that's comfy. 3 deep breaths. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Notice your belly. Breathe out. We'll need 2 myofascial balls and a strap. So you can really have anything for a strap that you have handy. So we'll put the balls in the center of the butt cheeks. So if you envision the cheek of your butt like a circle, it's going to go right in the center, and that might be enough. That might feel good. You might stay here. You might gently cross fiber side to side just a little bit, keeping the body heavy on the ball without over digging in. And now, if you want, you could add some little figure eights, just mini. Like nobody really would see that you're doing a figure eight. It's just almost the most subtle. Keep the right, if you want a little more, you can keep the left foot on the ground and cross your right ankle over your left thigh, leaning into the right. Using your right hand as a kickstand to prop you up. And again, you could cross fiber right to left, go up and down. You could draw little mini circles, and finding a spot that feels helpful. Maybe you need to adjust where the ball is, a little up or down, and just sense without thinking where a nice spot is that feels no pain, no yucky pain, but it's sensational. And we'll stay for about 3 breaths. Breathing in, pushing into the ball slightly. Breathing out, melting, relaxing where the ball is. And this is we're not trying to go for a stretch here. We're just giving some pressure with the ball to kind of our piriformis area of our hips. You can use the other ball to kind of prop you up more. 1 more breath in. Push into the ball subtle. Very subtle. Breathe out, soften, stay for 1 moment. Slowly back off. Take the balls out, or put the foot down, Take the balls away and find your strap. We'll do 1 more thing and then we'll check it out. So we'll lasso the ball of the right foot with the strap right at the ball of it. You can keep your other knee bent or straight. We're not going for a big stretch. We're going for very little, not about range of motion, not about finding a stretch, just about getting that right leg up to the sky and kind of resisting the foot back into the strap a little to anchor your right thigh heavy to the ground. So it's almost like you feel a sandbag or something heavy, envision it on top of your foot, grounding your right thigh into the hip socket heavy. So you might feel this a bit in the hamstring, but it's not like you're trying to get a hamstring stretch and bringing that leg in. You're just letting that foot and strap support each other and getting that right hip heavy. So you can point and flex your foot into the strap a little bit. We'll stay just for a breath. Little sensation in the back of the leg, but not extreme. And now we're actually going to transfer the strap to the left hand and bring it across our body. the leg, just halfway. Use the right hand, the elevate, to hook the hip crease a bit and gently traction that way. Like kind of like you're tractioning the thigh right below that hip bone away, but you can make that subtle. And as you're doing that, you'll resist the foot into the strap a little bit, anchoring your right butt heavy again. So if this aggravates or feels anything pinchy in that right inner thigh, hip crease, back off, do less, bring the leg farther away, bring it farther back up. We don't want to aggravate the area that's aggravated. So if it's even pinchy or you're not sure, it's like, but maybe it's stretching, maybe it's good for it. Recommendation is to just back off, and we don't want to feel it in the area that we're aggravated. If you feel it in the hamstring or the outer seam of the right leg, excellent. Take a breath in. Exhale. And it's not like it's bad if you feel it in that spot. It's just we're going for easing and releasing that area by kind of softening some things around, some tissues around that spot. Okay, so bring that leg back up. Hug your knee in gently. Maybe draw a few circles and lay your leg out straight if that feels okay. And we're flat on the ground, feeling our right leg and our left leg. And just noticing if one leg feels different. Excellent. So we'll do the other side. Grab your two balls. Place them, again, right in the center of each butt cheek, roughly. And we might just stay there. Rock side to side a little. Maybe drawing some little figure eights. The ball's not moving, but just your body's kind of moving gently, very subtly over the ball. If you want more, you'll cross your left ankle over your right thigh. You can always just stay in the first part. Lean to the left. Left hand supports, kickstands. This isn't a stretch. It's just accessing a spot. Maybe the piriformis, maybe some part of the glutes that feels helpful. And really the ball, the other ball on the right side can just support your body weight a little. But we're leaning into the left side. 3 breaths. If this spot doesn't feel good, maybe inch up a little, down a little, maybe to the right or to the left a little. But just once you find something that is nice, just stay 2 breaths. Great, so come back to center, foot on the ground, and take your balls out of the way. Just lasso up the ball of your left foot, and we'll find this hamstring stretch, but really less about the stretch, more about trying to anchor that thigh bone into the hip socket. So just notice if you feel your left butt cheek lighter than the right butt cheek, and just kind of even that out. So even out the weight distribution in the pelvis and feel that that left foot is just really grounding down, like it's weighted down toward the left thigh. And the stretch is barely even 65% of your fullest range of motion. I have my arms straight, and I have a little loop-to-loop because it's comfy. And my arms don't have to work when they're straight. My leg and the strap are balancing each other out. You could point and flex into the strap. That feels good. Couple breaths. The knee can be bent a little bit. So we'll bring the strap to the right hand, maybe loop to loop it up there. The L of your left hand can sneak into the crease, your left hip crease, and gently, kind of subtly traction it away from you. And the idea there is that that gives a little bit of space for your inner thigh and groin that sometimes might feel pinchy. And it kind of gives a little space there. And ideally, we're seeing if we can find sensation in the left IT band, the outer seam of the left leg, outer left hip, maybe a little hamstring. And some people like to take it all the way across, or sometimes even less is more here. And even if it's really subtle, and that's the only way you can do it without feeling pinchy here, just make it really subtle. Getting that blood from the tips of the toes down toward the heart, toward the source is enough. Take a breath. Re-anchoring that left hip toward the ground. Come back to center. Hug your knee to your chest. Release the strap. We'll lay down. Just noticing. If it feels good to keep your legs out for this brief Shavasana, you can, and you can use your heels to lift the butt and tuck the tail a tiny bit. Maybe hug shoulder blades in. That feels cozy, stay there. If that's uncomfortable, bend your knees and let your knees just fall in toward one another. Either one, just a few moments. As you feel ready, you can make your way to your side. Come on up. Thanks so much. Namaste.